Oak Mott, Chapter 1, in which we try to make known to you, the friends at Oak Mott. Beautiful, beautiful. I never saw anything more perfectly beautiful than this, even in my dreams. If you only knew. Think so? I don't see anything particularly beautiful in it. Listen, see? Every now and then, one or the other stops and lifts up its head and cries. Then, the fair and beardless face, childlike eyes and ways and words, you'd puzzle yourself to know whether he were 12 or 20. This is Adri. In fact, were it not for his size, as he sat, he might be only 6 or 8 years old. For what we knew, might as likely be a girl with his long hair and small white hands. If it were not for the boy's, or rather the man's, clothing which he wore. It is beautiful. Oh, look at the color, continually changing as it blows before the wind, the shadows of the clouds flying over the hull. I never saw anything prettier in all my life. I believe I could write poetry about it. Oak Mott. What a queer name for one's place. But how beautiful they are, those groups. See what lovely shadows they cast? Suppose it's because the air is so clear, but everything's so bright somehow. And all around, it's the same. All around and around. Chapter 2, in which we are very busy indeed at Oak Mott. Yes, very busy indeed. Many things were in Adri's head. It was on Tuesday, an April Tuesday afternoon, and go to sleep. It could hardly be called a hill, so rolling it was, to take their first good look around, as written in the first lines of this volume. That was on Wednesday. Thursday morning, you know, found on the front porch the new uncle. The fact is that it was only after he, the new uncle, had arrived that Adri became anxious. A great deal. Too much. So all the time. The children were, Adri thought, the children were nothing. Adri realized only one leader was necessary. It was always necessary to have a leader, not 6 leaders or 2, a leader in everything. It's the best to elect some one person to command from the start. A nutting party, boating excursions, Sabbath school festival, or whatever it is, must have some one suitable person to say quietly, but decidedly, do this, do that, don't do that. Usually, such are the very ones that need most to be ruled themselves. Some quiet one of them all, the quietest one of all generally, one who can be perfectly kind and considerate and perfectly firm at the same time. That's the one to rule. Rarely a body, however small, but there is a born king among them. God has so ordained it, because the world would go to pieces without, and sooner or later, all acknowledge their king, though often it's a queen and throne, such as his true place before that. All is confusion. After that, all goes on smoothly, as you please. Only if you think you are born king or queen, and if you are, remember, you must rule. Secretly, Adri had plans. Adri's personal view from the porch at Oakmont rather resembled fungus, and the uncle had to labor after his family as he rested a moment from branding another. Your iron mustn't be either too hot or too cold. If you brand too slight, it won't last. If you brand too deep, the worms will get in. They will get in. The worms will get in.